Greetings! Well, we start this video looking at this rather nice town on this rather nice island. This is the town of Moroni on Grand Comore Island in the Comoros, and you can see that it's backed by a large mountain 2,361 meters high. That is an active volcano, currently in the path of a tropical cyclone. I'm going to zoom out to show you the tropical cyclone as it was a few hours ago, caught by the Aqua Terra satellite. There we go, there's the island, and there is the center of the cyclone. The storm is Kenneth, Tropical Cyclone Kenneth. The island Grand Comore I'm going to outline here, and over here is the coast of Mozambique. That's the border with Tanzania up here, and the tops of the clouds are designated by temperature here, with the pinks being colder than minus 80 degrees Celsius. So very, very cold temperatures, and briefly you'll see it go off the scale. The cold temperatures mean the clouds are very, very deep, and the storm has been intensifying. This shows how the satellite estimated winds have been changing. It's been a gradual intensification into Category 1, and then it's just entering into the territory of Category 2 hurricane strength. That means sustained winds between 83 and 95 knots, 96 to 110 miles per hour. The latest Joint Typhoon Warning Center forecast indicates that the storm passing very close to the northern tip of Grand Comore as a Category 2 strength hurricane. The winds are blowing around this direction, and those winds are going to hit this island from this side, and they're going to be encountering this topography and probably going to blow somewhat around and funnel in particular regions. The strongest winds are in the north, so looks like there may be another mountain here. There's definitely quite an interesting topography, and this is going to be affecting the winds. This is the northern tip of Grand Comore, and as you can see there are towns and villages in this region, and I would say that the ones that are on the northern end here are particularly at risk from damaging and bad winds, potentially hurricane Category 2 winds, or greater if it becomes Category 3. It's this region in the north of the island that is potentially at risk of the worst of it. Taking a quick look at the forecast, this is the ECMWF moving across Grand Comoros and moving in then towards Mozambique, where it makes landfall as a hurricane strength system. There appear to be a number of models that are bringing this storm into major hurricane strength above Category 3, and some even into Category 4 prior to landfall in Mozambique. Here is the GFS forecast, with the storm deepening down to 954 millibars prior to landfall, and then weakening at landfall. That's 975 millibars, and then weakening. And I refer you to the previous video regarding the rainfall, because it is going to dump a hell of a lot of rain in this region of northern Mozambique and even into Tanzania. Here is the total accumulated rainfall over the entire period, so it builds up as the simulation goes along. It adds up all the rain that's going to fall during the period since the beginning of the simulation, and as the storm makes landfall, the values just climb and climb. And the problem is that the storm does seem to stall at the coast somewhat, as we were discussing in the last video. So very, very heavy rainfall for northern Mozambique. Kenneth over here is part of an ongoing breakdown in the Indian Ocean. We've got Lorna now over here, another investigation system here, and another possible development up in the northern hemisphere. update and see, as we were looking in the previous outlook at this system potentially affecting India, and it is still there in the GFS, this one moving into Ceylon and then into southern India. Time frame is April 27th, 28th, 29th. The European Centre model also has a storm moving in, and this one is slightly further north and approaching India May 4th. That's a little further into the future. But both of them have a storm still in there in the southern Bay of Bengal. So we'll be looking at that in future outlooks. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll leave you with this little look at India looking quite clear earlier today.